Time now for my final thought. The numbers of people being furloughed is staggering. At this point, more than 26 million Americans have filed for unemployment benefits. The number will get higher, and analysts believe that we could see an unemployment rate of more than 20%. People are hurting, and difficult decisions are being made to protect lives. I'm sure there's someone who's been impacted by this. A friend uncertain about their job, a family member trying to figure out which bills to pay with little money. People really need our help right now, and there's an opportunity for us to step up. If you know someone who's out of work, offer to buy them groceries or send a care package of food. If you know of a business looking for workers during the crisis, point that friend or loved one in the right direction. It's the little things that mean a lot right now. So do what you can, and remember, we're all in this together. That's going to do it for us tonight. From the entire team here at the Q&A, good night.